So, today in 7 minutes of marketing inspiration, we're going to get into how to plan your next marketing campaign, which does not have to be a fancy thing. It's just, you want to promote your next product or your service, or you got some rollout or something you want to do. This is the step by step plan. I've already used this twice today. No kidding. Started at 7 this morning and already into it. And so, I'm just going to share with you the steps that we go through when we're planning some marketing with the client, and you can use this, swipe this for yourself. What do you think? Sound good? All right. And so we use a lot of marketing automation, but this will work whether you're using automation or not. And some of the people we work with don't have any automation set up. They're either just doing everything manually, or maybe if they need help figuring out a tool, we help them figure out what the best tool is. Or for folks who already are using something like Pardot or HubSpot or something like that, we create the campaign and work with them to put it into place. So my message here is that no matter what you're doing, whether using manual or Keep or other marketing automation, this is going to work for you. Okay. So, all right. Thinking about what you're going to promote. So first, obviously name that product or service or whatever it is you're going to get the word out, right? Because people don't know you have it and they need it and you want them to know about it. So, some of the questions to go through. All right. So, what are the top things people ask you about when they buy? What are the questions around your product or service? What are those top things that they ask you about? Secondly, and this one might be easier to talk about, or what's the top use case or application? How are they going to use it? So, if it's something that's uh, computer or video related, exactly how are they going to plug it in, what's it going to solve, what are they going to be doing with it. For one of my friends, it does health type stuff. If they use that product, what's the benefit, like how are they going to use it on a day-to-day basis. So what are the sort of use cases or applications, right? So just list two ways that it's used. Don't overthink this stuff. You know this completely, right? And this might sound like the same question, but I bet you might come up with a different answer. What are the top one or two problems that it solves? So, what are you solving with this? Now, here's another good question. This is the fourth one to look at. What will someone do instead of using your product or service? Right? What are they going to do instead? They might do nothing. That could be it. They could use a competitor's product. They could use a bunch of different things and kludge them together. Like, what are they going to do instead? All right, next, what are the top objections or the things that stop people from buying that from you? What are those? Write those down. I know I'm whipping through this really fast, but you can come back and watch this video and actually step by step go through it, right? So, along the same lines, another question is, what is the most misunderstood thing, the misconceptions around your product or your service? What do people think? Oh, I thought it did this, or oh, wait, I thought it was something else. Oh, I didn't realize that. Like, what are those misconceptions or misunderstood things? Such a good one. Such a good one. All right. And for those of you who have competitors, and if you don't, never mind. But if you do have competitors, what do your competitors do better? You might be thinking nothing. All right, that's fine if nothing is the answer. But if you want to think about it, what do your prospects, what do your clients and prospects think that your competitors do better? Just write that down. You can think about it. How about this? What are your competitors scared about when they see you coming? Like, what do you do really, really well and everybody knows it? And then what do people need to know? What do they need to understand before they buy from you? What is that? All right. So, with all that in mind, I have two more questions, and then we'll kind of make sense of that just a little bit here. Uh, what do people do right before they buy? And what's the call to action? What do you want them to do after they see your video, read your email, watch your blog, or whatever the thing is, right? So, what do people do right before they buy? Do they have a sample, have a trial, get on a call with you? get a report. What's the thing that they do right before they buy? And what do you want people to do next? Now, maybe that's the same thing, but it could be two different things too. Like you might, maybe the thing people do right before they buy is get a trial. But the thing you want them to do after they see this video or come to your webinar or meet you at the trade show or whatever the thing is that you want them to get on a call with you, for example, and do an evaluation. So, depending on your business, what do people do right before they buy and what do you want them to do next? All right. So, now that you have all this information, you could decide what kind of campaign you want to do. Like maybe you want to do 3 emails and a video, for example. Just sketch out what you're thinking. You can change it later, right? And so that first email, you're going to hit the first objection that comes up. And the second email, talk about the top 2 applications. And the third email, you're going to talk about what your competitors do better, but you're not going to maybe say what they do better. You'll just talk about sort of how you attack that, right? So, or maybe like misunderstandings around competitors, I guess. So you can talk about sort of, hey, you might think that this is the way to do it, but that was how it was done 25 years ago. And actually, fast forward to today, and we do it like this, and it's much better. So you really kind of breaking down those misconceptions about what maybe people think your competitors do better, but you actually do better, and you're going to tell them how, right? So maybe that's the third thing. And then maybe you've got a video demo that you're going to have. And now just put those together, write them out. And in each one of those, you're going to have information on what is the next step you'd like them to take. And if it makes sense to offer them whatever it is right before they buy, whether that's a trial or something like that, do that in there as well. So what do you think? Does that sound like a way to make your next marketing campaign? Put that all together. If you want to, watch the video again and you can grab all those questions, put your marketing plan together. And I've got a marketing plan for you, actually, if you want to grab it. If you text the word biz to me at 530-203-5703, I have a marketing master plan for you. And you'll see some of these questions kind of baked into that plan and try it. Let me know what you think. All right. Talk later. Bye.